his dream coat on the floor. Awkward portraits from the local school next door. Leave the snowbirds where they lie. Let them dream about the kingdoms in their mind. Did you get lost in the woods? White as snow fills your boots.